Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I'm back at it again with another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero free update video. Let's talk about the next big major update for the game before the new DLC releases this summer. We are confirmed to be getting Survival Mode added this spring. It is officially spring, okay? I mean, I guess you would consider officially spring on the 21st of March, but it could happen any day now. I personally predict that it'll, I guess, drop around the time right after Battle Hour. I could be wrong about that, but I just feel like that would make a lot of sense for them to, you know, have this kind of in-between releases, and then probably a summer release for the DLC might be maybe July-ish or like, you know, late June. It could be a little bit later than that, but late June/July I think is reasonable for the DLC to drop. Just because we also have all the other games getting updates and stuff. Dragon Ball FighterZ will be getting the new Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku, which is confirmed for this spring as well. So I feel like when it comes to Bandai, they want to, you know, schedule these releases not too close together, but I don't know. We'll have to see. So Survival Mode, okay? This will be part of the, I guess, new section where Mission 100 was actually added, right? And this is in Sparking Zero. It's called Ultimate Battle, right? So far, we have pretty much everything. We already did our speculation on the other game mode because there's supposed to be another one that's coming, I guess, around the same time as the DLC releases. I don't know if it's going to be paid or not. We'll have to see. I think that would be really stupid, but I've already done a video talking about that. It could be Sim Dragon, it could be some adventure mode, or it could be some new, completely fresh game mode that we've never seen before, right? So when it comes to survival mode, this one was pretty straightforward. It is definitely different from Mission 100 for those that didn't play it. Mission 100, you do just one mission and then you complete it and then you just move on to the next one, right? Survival mode is kind of like a bunch of little missions in one, not exactly, but you fight 50 characters per, I guess, mission, right? And you cannot heal, right? So the description here, at least on the previous games like Tenkaichi 3, is this is a fight till you drop battle for advanced fighters. If you don't have confidence, you better stop now. So this is kind of like a mountain to climb, like a gauntlet type of thing. If we go through, it's likely going to be different here. There were only three, I guess, missions that you could do. You had the Bardock War, the Dragon Classic, and then All-Star, okay? As far as I can remember, now, I didn't really do this mode a lot because I was bad at the game, right? I probably, I mean, from what I recall, I at least tried them all out, but I didn't get very far in all of them. So I don't think you unlocked more after this. I think to unlock this mode, you had to do 30 missions from Mission 100, and I think you unlock this. You guys can correct me if I am wrong on that. But for the Bardock War, you fight 50 characters that are Frieza, I guess, like minion-related, or like Frieza related characters. So you would fight, like, you would start off with like a Frieza soldier, and then you'd move on to like another Frieza soldier, and then it would be like I don't know, like fucking Kui or some shit, and then it would be some of like the first forms of Frieza, and then there was also like I think you fought the Ginyu Force. I could be wrong about that. And then obviously like Zarbon and Dodoria and stuff. It was 50 characters. Okay, you have to fight 50 characters for each of these, right? And again, you can't heal yourself unless you bring like ability items and things, right? Or you have a, like, you would need to equip like customization on the character that you use. And from what I remember, you can use, I think, any character in these. I don't think they make you use a character. Like for me, if I'm doing this, like I think I usually went for Bardock just to make it, you know, like canon or some shit, right? So 50 characters, you cannot heal. Like, I mean, you don't get healed after each like battle. It is difficult. It's a difficult thing to do, but I mean, if you're good at the game, you have combos, you're, you know, strategizing, how much ki you're using and stuff, you can obviously complete this. I'm sure you guys are going to destroy this, like, easily, like, no problem. But somebody like me, who's more casual with the game, I'm going to get my ass beat, but I'll definitely try this out. I think it's cool that they have this, and there's an incentive here just for, you know, the fact that you get, I guess, like, bragging rights, or if you want to feel some completion for, you know, this game and stuff. And you know, people have been asking for these challenge modes for a long time, so I'm really glad that they're doing it. Now, when it comes to Dragon Classic, again, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this. I believe they were all OG Dragon Ball characters, so that's, I guess, why they call it that. I remember that I think you fight like Ader, like Android 8, which obviously isn't in the game. So that's probably why they're adding a lot of OG Dragon Ball characters, because they might be recreating all of these same exact missions, okay? And hopefully they'll add more than just these 3, right? I feel like this is, I mean, they're long. It's, again, you have to fight 50 opponents, but I think it would be nice for them to add in some more and be creative with it. Or, you know, they could always update it in the future. Like, oh, hey, survival mode got a brand new free update. They added a new, you know, mission where you fight. Like, I like having it where it's themed, right? So you fight 50 movie characters. Do we even have 50 movie characters? Or I guess we could have them be like different variants of them in terms of like, I don't know. I don't know how they would do it. Again, it's 50. So there's a lot you have to do. And then All-Star, I feel like this one was just like a bunch of random ass characters. And then I think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was like the final one that you fight. That's what I remember, but I could be wrong about that. I tried to look up some videos to see if there was any differences, but I don't know. It's cool, right? It's cool to have this, and obviously you got to have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as the last final boss. Maybe it'll be different in this, in Sparking. Maybe they'll have like Ultra Instinct Goku or some shit. I feel like he would be pretty cool to have as like the final boss, right? Because he's like the final boss in a sense, right? But yeah, I think that they should get creative and add some more on this. I feel like if they're likely going to do these 3, because I think for Mission 100 they added a lot of the same ones from the original Mission 100, right? Not all of them were the same. Like, for example, like Shallot was in one of the Mission 100. I think it was like Mission 20 or something. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, Shallot was not in the Tenkaichi game. So with all the new characters that they added, they should have like a Dragon Ball Super gauntlet that they can do, since, you know, they were making them themed like this, which I think was pretty cool. And maybe with All-Star, they could add some more where it's like even more randomized. You guys can, again, correct me if I'm wrong on this. I don't know if it was random every single time you played it, or if it was just one set of just random characters that you would fight, right? Or maybe it was all in the same like 50 characters, but it was randomized who you fought next, right? But yeah, I would always recommend, and I know this isn't even out yet, we don't have any full complete information other than the fact that it's coming this spring, but I would always recommend going through all of your ability items and stuff and customizing your character, you know, as best as you can. Go to the shop, buy as many. I mean, you guys have probably Zenny up the ass, and I'm pretty sure you've purchased every single ability item that ever, you know, existed in the game so far. So, you know, pay attention to that and make sure you're choosing the, you know, most optimal ability items for this, because if you don't, you're gonna have some trouble. And again, you can choose any character. So if you need to use Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or Ultra Instinct Goku or Beast Gohan or Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku or some shit, then do it, right? Do it, right? I think from what I remember, you only had one character. I don't think you could use like a full team. So it's one character with one health bar versus 50 characters, all with their own complete full health bar. So it's going to be a difficult ass thing to do, right? You know what I'm saying? So now when it comes to release on this, again, I said it at the beginning, I think it's going to be after Battle Hour. They could drop this at any moment in time. I feel like it would be nice if they could post like, you know, an announcement on, I mean, I think it would make sense for them to announce it on Twitter, but, you know, make like a little trailer for it or something, like, you know, post it on YouTube, because I feel like a lot of fans are going to be on YouTube. And you get a, you know, like an instant notification on there. So like do it on all the social media. They need to communicate this with us, because if they just shadow drop it and like people have to like, they've done that with the extreme raid boss mode or whatever, where they'll just shadow drop this shit via an update and they won't really say anything about it after, you know, the patch notes go through, and it comes like maybe a few days or like a week after the patch notes, and you just don't know when it's supposed to release. You just have to be playing the game every single day, and obviously there are a lot of people who are not playing this game every single day, me included, right? I love the game and everything, but eventually, you know, there's nothing to really do, and unless you play PvP every single day, you're not really gonna know that this dropped. So they should, in my opinion, they should just wait until Battle Hour and have it announced, like they did with the Genki Damatsuri event. Basically what they did was they dropped the trailer and they had this, you know, little video that came out that said, hey, by the way, Mission 100 is coming like in a day or two. So, you know, now you know when to be able to expect it and to play it, right? So they should do the same thing because that would still be considered spring because it's at the very end. I think it's like, what, the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, I already forgot, of April. So they should drop a new trailer for the DLC. I think it would make sense for them to actually like announce the release date of the DLC at that time. I mean, I guess maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just wait until the launch trailer. But they had this opportunity to not fuck this up and actually communicate with us, and they've been pretty good about communication recently, at least for this year. So do it like that. Have survival mode drop like a day or two after that announcement, whatever they're having at Battle Hour. And then, you know, we'll be good. We'll go from there, and then obviously we'll have to wait for probably a launch trailer for the DLC, and then we'll get everything there, and we'll get some more clarification. I do hope they do another video like this. What you're seeing on screen, it was like part of like this video where they kind of explained everything. I hope they do another one of these at Battle Hour so they can kind of clarify and explain what is paid, right? And if anything else is going to be part of like a free update that they do for the DLC, because they haven't clarified that yet. But again, we haven't had any updates for, you know, like 3 months now, almost 3 months. So that's going to be it for this video. Get excited for, I almost said Mission 100, survival mode, because, you know, it's something to do in the game, and I know people are hungry for something challenging, right? So thanks for watching. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe here on my channel, ring my notification bell, and hit up the hype points, guys. Hype points help out my channel a lot, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet!